Olight makes some beautiful lights, and the limited edition Purple Gradient Perun 2 is a perfect example of that. The Perun 2 is an upgraded version of the original Perun. This one's 25% brighter, and the Perun is a right angle light that you can use to carry like this, but you can also mount it on a headlamp, which I'll show you in a little bit. The limited edition Purple Gradient version is, again, it's beautiful. And I'll put a link to this down below. You can check out, it is on sale during their sale, which is starting today. And if you want to get one of these, pick them up quickly because these limited edition Olights tend to go quickly. Also on sale and new is up here, the new orange O bulb, not to be confused with the gray O bulb, but check those out as well. There's lots of package deals on these, at least during this sale, depending on when you're watching this. Otherwise, let's just have a look at this light. If you're familiar with the Perun 2, you'll be familiar with this one. It also comes in black and orange. Retails for $99.95, and well, it's on sale during the sale, as it would be. So let's have a look at it. The packaging, I love the Olight packaging because the interesting thing, as I've noted in other videos, is that the light is the same size as the light on the box. So just kind of a neat thing they do with that. But otherwise, their standard packaging, you open it up and there would be some stuff on the inside of the box had I not taken it out. Like I said, about $100 for this light, or on sale if you can catch it, well, you can. This light comes with a 4,000 milliamp hour 21700 rechargeable battery, and this light is rechargeable with the included proprietary Olight magnetic charging system. Now, I'm not usually a fan of proprietary anything in a lot of cases because you just can't get it, but the Olight magnetic system is really neat, and I really like that, and I don't mind that being proprietary to their lights. All you do is you touch it to the back of it, that magnetic piece goes right on there, and while it's charging, it is red, and then when it's fully charged, it turns green, so you know it's charged. Now, speaking of the charge, something interesting that this light has that I have never seen on a flashlight. When I first got this and I was playing with it, I'm like, does this light have haptic feedback? When the battery on this is getting below 10% charge, the light will vibrate every 30 seconds. And usefulness of that, if you've got it on a headlamp, you maybe can't see that on other lights, say maybe it's the button is turning red or something like that. So it'll vibrate and you'll feel it every 30 seconds to know that's below 10% and you should recharge it. Anyway, getting back to the light. So that's the battery, that's the charging. Comes with that 21700 battery, 4,000 milliamp hours. It has a 2500 lumen output from this LED, which has a TIR lens. It says it will throw 166 meters, but this TIR lens, these are meant to be a more broad, throwy, floody lens. And if you're going to be using this as a hiking type light, you don't need this to be super far throwing. You really probably want a little bit more flood to it. So it's going to be useful for that, but it does still throw a decent distance, especially on that turbo of 2500 lumens. Another interesting thing on this light is, you see right here, this light has a proximity sensor. And when you're getting really close to something, on the brighter modes, this will dim down. Now just to show this to you, if I put this on turbo, as I'm coming towards my hand here, it will dim down. Now, admittedly, you can see it goes back up there, it goes down. Admittedly, you have to get kind of close to something for it to dim a little bit. But point being, if you've got it on your head and you're getting close to something that's getting really bright, oh look, it went down a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit easier on your eyes, but you do have to get kind of close to something for that feature to work. So it might be nice if it worked from a little bit farther away, but it is an interesting feature, which I've never seen on a flashlight, and that is the proximity sensor right up there. This light is IPX rated, and that's to say that this light can take anything that you can throw at it. I'm not gonna beat up on this light, but Olight published a video where they did beat up on this light. They froze it, they threw it, they drilled holes in it, they drug it behind a truck, way more than anyone is likely to beat up on their light. I don't know what you all are doing with your lights, but I've never beat up on my light nearly that much. But you can submerge it, you can freeze it, you can beat it up, you can drill holes in it, and it will still work. So it's a super tough light, despite it being super pretty. Now, it's not a super light light. It comes in at 5.68 ounces, 161 grams. So it's going to have some heft in your hand, some heft in your pocket. And when you're putting it on your head for a headlamp, it's certainly more mass and light to it than some of the traditional just plastic lights, but this is far brighter than any of those traditional plastic headlamps that you can have. Looking at the construction of it on the back, there's that magnetic tail cap. And you can also, aside from charging this, you can stick it onto things. If you want to use this as a task lamp, you can stick it onto anything that's metal and it will mount there, and you can use that to shine light on something hands-free. Taking it apart, on the inside is that battery. There's that Olight 21700 4000 milliamp hour battery. Of note, when you're putting it in, the positive terminal goes into the back of the light. And if you try and charge it with it facing the other way, it just won't charge. And I discovered that when I had it in backwards. There's some texturing here that's going to help with grip. And then when you get down to the head, there is a heat sink there because this does get relatively warm, especially when you're getting up in that 2500 lumen range. The pocket clip here, the Olight pocket clip, the two-way pocket clip, you can clip something this way, you could clip it this way. If you're going to put this on a hat though, it's always going to be pointing straight down when you turn your head down. So maybe not the best on a hat, but you can clip it either way, or if you want to carry it the other way in your pocket. Anyway, the light is functioned from everything on this top button here. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then also this pocket clip, to convert this into a headlamp, you take this off like that, just a little bit of effort. And they include a head strap. The head strap, because this light is a little bit more mass to it, the strap also has a strap that goes around the top here. And when you're mounting this into here, there's two little indentations on the light here, and those fit with the two pieces right here on this head strap. So you can put it in there. Slides in until you get it into those two indentations, and then it will certainly rotate around easy, no problem, but holds it nice and firm in there. Putting this on your head, again, it's a heavy light, but because of this top strap, after you wear it for a while, it's actually not that bad. It's certainly adjustable. And then turning it on, it's just this side button here, and I'll go into the brightness here in a minute, but again, you can just kind of rotate it around. Easy on, easy off. It does also come with a lanyard if you want to affix that back into the lanyard hole back here. Let's look at the function of this light. Everything is done by this button on the top here. If you want to lock it out, hold it down, it will come on, and then it will go off, and the light is now locked out. You can't turn it back on. To unlock it, hold it on, it flashes, and then goes into the moonlight mode. Moonlight mode you get to by long pressing it. It will come on as pretty standard for a lot of lights. And then you can ramp through low, medium, high just by holding the button down. Low, medium, high, low, medium, high, low, medium, high, just cycles between those. And then from any of these brightness to get to the turbo, you double click. It will go to that 2500 lumen turbo. Click it back, it goes down to the medium. Actually, it goes off. If you long press, it goes back down to the medium. And then it also has an SOS mode that you get to by triple clicking. And it will go into that SOS mode there, and then you can get back out of it. Runtimes on this, it will do that moonlight mode, 5 lumens for 12.5 days, 30 lumens for 66 hours, 120 lumens for 18 hours, 500 lumens for 4.8 hours, and then that turbo 2500 lumens, which will eventually ramp down to 800 lumens. It goes for 2 minutes at 2500, and then 175 minutes at 800 lumens. It will ramp down. It does start to get kind of warm. It's already getting a little bit warm up here in this heatsink, just from that little bit of time I've had it on. There it is, ramping down with that proximity sensor. Again, you do have to get pretty close. I would like to see that work from just a little bit farther away. Outside, like I mentioned, this is a decently throwy light. It will get far off into the distance, especially on that turbo, but as a hiking and task type light, this TIR lens is great for up close and hiking type stuff because you're going to get a nice broad beam with what you're looking around at. So that's it. Check out the purple gradient limited edition Perun 2. Check out the new orange O bulb and the gray O bulb and the black Perun 2 in case you missed this, or the orange one. But take advantage of the sale while you can get it, because this is a super cool light from Olight, both for the function and really it's a pretty light. Maybe your girlfriend would like one. Anyway, check it out. Perun 2, O bulb. Catch you next time.